Hey, what's up YouTube? Now I am going to talk about Kazam Tornado 348 smartphone. You may not have heard of the ambitious mobile startup, but Kazam has got itself the headline-grabbing accolade of world's slimmest smartphone with its latest offering, the Kazam Tornado 348. It's a record the company claims it isn't going to rave about. Instead, it says it wants to keep things simple and gimmick-free, although I find that a little hard to believe, as that's just what the title it's claiming is. Do we really need a handset that's just 5.15mm thick? Some will say number. The Kazam Tornado 348 is planned to touch down in the UK and some other European markets on November the 15th, bearing a SIM-free price tag of £249, which sounds relatively reasonable. Kazam Tornado 348 review. For that you get a 4.8-inch 720p display, 1.7 GHz octa-core processor, 1 GB of RAM, 16 GB of internal storage, 8 MP rear camera, 5 MP front snapper and Android 4.42. There's no microSD slot, so you could find storage a little limited if you have a large music collection or like playing games on your phone, but Kazam does throw in a free screen replacement if you break it within the first 12 months of ownership. Take one look at the Tornado 348 and you'll be struck by that unmistakable feeling of déjà vu. Where have you seen this phone before? It looks remarkably similar to Apple's new iPhone 6, plus some features such as the arrangement of the camera and flash on the rear mimic that of the Sony Xperia Z3. Kazam has confirmed that the core design of the handset was created by a third-party vendor in China, which goes some way to explaining the familiar aesthetics on display here. Sitting on a table, the Tornado 348 does look respectable. This isn't just a cheap hunk of nondescript plastic which adorned previous devices by Kazam. I was surprised just how light the Tornado 348 was when I picked it up. At just 95.5 grams, it's one of the lightest smartphones on the market, and if anything it feels just a little too lightweight. Couple that with an obviously plastic, not glass, rear, and the Tornado 348 feels a little toyish in the hand. There's no reassuring heft to tell you that this is actually a piece of tech you're holding. A saving grace is the metal band which runs round the circumference of the device in a similar fashion to the Samsung Galaxy Alpha, and while this provides a more premium finish, it fails to feel as good in the hand as its more expensive rivals. That said, I did find it sat nicely in the hand, with the dimensions and weight ensuring my palm had no trouble getting to grips with the handset and reaching the power forward/lock and volume rocker on the left of the device. Kazam has opted to stick with touch-sensitive navigations keys below the screen, rather than sticking them on the display, and they are easy enough to hit. On the right you'll find a micro SIM tray, while the headphone port is located on the base, just like on the iPhone, along with the micro USB port and internal speaker. With such a slender frame, there is always the risk that the handset may be structurally.
Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe my YouTube channel for more latest updates.